Hello everybody, my name is Lictor24 and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, with Gene Stealer Cult Codex dropping imminently, as of now it's Tuesday the 5th when I'm recording this, so this Saturday is when the next wave of releases will drop and the actual new codex itself. I thought now would be a good time to do a video aimed at helping new players get into 40k. Now, 40k as a hobby, I feel, has got possibly one of the best communities around. Obviously, there are extreme outliers in both sides of any community, but as a whole, I think the 40k community is the main reason that the hobby has stayed around so long. It's its lifeblood, and it sustains it constantly. And for any new player getting into 40k, it can be a little daunting, so I thought to myself how to do an introductory video to somebody who's completely new to 40k and is interested in entering into the hobby and try to avoid some of the pitfalls I know most of us have fallen into or had setbacks from time to time. So this is that video. Right, so you're interested in 40k. Sorry, the dog's trying to push his way to the room by opening the door. I know, back to the video. You're interested in 40k. Okay, you've seen it online, you may have listened to a bat rap, you may have listened to a YouTube video describing some new releases. You may have wandered past a GW store at some point in your life and thought, that looks interesting. Okay, so you come up to me and you say, Lictor24, I'm interested in getting into 40k. What should I do? I turn around to you and I say, well, why do you want to get into 40k? And for me, there are only three real avenues. For me, again, this is all my own opinion, guys. Three real avenues. You could turn around and say, number one, well, I want to paint some cool looking miniatures. In which case, I'll turn you around, point you at a GW store, give you a little slap on the bum and say, have at it. Go pick a model that you love the look of and paint to your heart's content. It's all up to you. Doesn't even have to be 40k if you want to. You've got Age of Sigmar, you've got all sorts of stuff in there. Go nuts. Got option 2. Lictor24, I want to be the best metagamer there ever was, ever. I want to win all the tournaments. I want to have the most cutthroat, efficient army that has ever been on a tabletop. That's fair enough. I don't think I'm the guy to answer this question for you. I don't think I can help you because that's an entire world in its own. Your best bet? Look through YouTube. There are forums, there are YouTube channels dedicated to the metagame. I would go and do a lot more searching and a lot more research before you get into that particular niche of the hobby. And good luck to you, you crazy, crazy person. There's going to be math, and there's going to be calculations, and there's going to be odds, and you're going to have to get to know a lot of it. And then there's the third option. Lictor24, I just want to push around some cool looking models on the table and have a bit of fun with my friends. Nothing too serious, but nothing too casual. In which case, take my hand and follow me, because I think I can help you. Right, so we step into a Games Workshop store. And for argument's sake, let's say it's the ideal Games Workshop store, the perfect store. You go in there, there's space enough for every single game that GW has laid out, and there's a wall all the way down one side of the room, and on that wall there is cabinets, glass display cabinets with every 40k army just on display, just the complete range. It's a big store, but then again, this is pie in the sky ideal store. I go, right, go up to that glass display case and pick an army that you think looks the coolest, because at the end of the day, you're going to be moving these models. You're going to be building them. You're going to be painting them. You've got to love the way they look. So you go up, you find an army, you think that army looks the coolest. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, guys. Someone might look at a Space Marine collection and think they look amazing. I look at a Space Marine collection and I think, just some more super soldiers. Whereas if someone looks at a Tyranid collection and think, they don't look very entertaining at all, I think, wow, they all look amazing. So, looks are completely subjective. It's your own personal preference. But that's where you should start. You should look at collecting something that you think looks cool. So you've picked something, right? But don't go buying it just yet. because you've got to get to know the army. You may like the way they look, but the story, you may hate the story. You may hate the way they feel narratively. And that's a big part of it. So, you go to the store manager and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Manager Man, or woman, I would like a store codex just to flick through for this particular army." And they will 100% guaranteed oblige you and furnish you with the codex. You flick through, you read a bit of the story, the backstory, the lore, and you come to a conclusion. Right, you've picked an army that you like the look of, and you like the story. So this is time to buy the codex, right? Wrong. See, you've ticked 2 or 3 boxes. You like the look, you like the story. Now you've got to figure out if you like the way they play. So you put that codex back. In fact, you take a step back from the 40k section. Because 40k now is not where I believe anyone who wants to get into 40k should start. You turn around and you march straight over to the Kill Team rulebook and you pick that up. Kill Team is a skirmish game. It's 40k boiled down to a few people. This is where, in my opinion, all people who want to get into 40k should start. They should start with Kill Team. It has a range of benefits for a new player. The model count is low, so you're going to avoid the pitfall of buying too much stuff and building it all and just having it there. I fall into the trap. Many people fall into the trap. You're eager, you're keen to start a new army, but you end up shooting yourself in the foot because nobody likes just staring across a desk at a mountain of grey miniatures. You may have the willpower and the time to just sit down and smash out all those miniatures. And if that's the case, more power to you. You crack on. I'm wagering for the majority of us, it can get you down and be a bit daunting sometimes. So, Kill Team sidesteps this problem by keeping the model count in your collection deliberately small and intimate. You're avoiding that burnout. The Kill Team book encompasses every single army, and the rule set in there is not too dissimilar to 40k. In fact, I would say if you learnt Kill Team, 40k should be relatively a step in the right direction. What's the word I'm looking for? It should be easier to learn once you know how to play Kill Team. I wish Kill Team was around when I started back into the hobby, because I would have been straight into Kill Team. So you've got the codex. You may have even picked up a starter set, a Kill Team starter set, which comes with terrain, which is a bonus. Right. The second benefit of Kill Team over 40k for the new starter is the real estate. Now you've got to remember, real estate on 40k is a big, big thing. The footprint Kill Team takes up when playing a game is tiny in comparison to 40k. A 40k standard game is on a board, a 6x4 board. Most people don't have that kind of size in their house. If they're lucky, they do, but I'd say a lot of people don't, because they've got furniture. Their other halves may say, no, we're not having that in our house, and that's fine. But then again, you've got to drag your 40k army from your house to the store or the gaming group every time you want to play a game. So that's another transport issue. You've got to have boxes upon boxes. If you play a horde army like Tyranids, like myself, it's a logistical nightmare. You've got to invest in carrying cases, which is more cost for the new player. Daunting again. Kill Team, again, sidesteps. Have a small amount of models, a small box to carry them. You can go down to the local store to play a game, and you don't need that much space to play a game of Kill Team. You can set it up on your kitchen table with a friend when you have a moment for beers. It's a lot easier to work your way around logistically. So you've got Kill Team. You've built a starter set. You've painted it. You're playing a few games. You like it. Right. You want to do more. Well, this is where the Kill Team expansions come in. You pick up the Commander expansion. Now you've got a HQ. You've got a HQ. You may not have a complete section of troops or elites, but it's a collection you could easily expand again by getting either a small one squad, a standard troops of an army, or another Kill Team box, and you're picking up yet more terrain, building your hobby base. And eventually, you will have enough models to start a small 40k army. This is the benefit Kill Team has. It's rather than jumping in head first and going into a shop buying your models, your cutting equipment, your paints, your transport equipment, your codex, all those peripheral things. All you're doing is buying one rulebook, one starter set, a few paints, paintbrushes, and that's it. You don't need to buy a big case to carry these around in. You can have them in a Tupperware box, technically. Maybe a big sort of shoebox, which is easier to carry. That's, for my money, where all new players who are interested in 40k should start with Kill Team. At the end of the day, you may start playing Kill Team and not like it. You may not like the fact you're having to move midgets around the table. It's fine. You know, you can look at something on the internet or YouTube and think, oh, I might enjoy that. And when you actually come to it, you may hate it. Kill Team games are relatively quick. So if you don't like playing relatively quick Kill Team games, you're not going to like standing there for up to 3 hours playing a game of 40k, 2,000 points. But you've not invested in it as financially heavily as you would for 40k. So that's it for this video, guys. Like I said, just my opinions. A thought piece really on how new players should best get into 40k. Start with Kill Team. Start small, start skirmish. And then you build your way up. Slowly but steadily. Hobby collections take time. If you have the dedication to buy a load of models and jump in it head first and go straight for the throat, getting everything and painting everything up. Let's say you've got a painter chained up in your basement that, you know, will do all your work for you. That's fine. But for the majority of us, these hobbies take years and years and years to build up. My Tyranid army, it's taken me the better part of 5 years to build that up. My board, again, the better part of 5 years. It takes time. Don't go in too hard, too fast. Otherwise you'll suffer from burnout. Stick small, stick with Kill Team. And you should, in my opinion, be set. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Sorry if I sound a little bit groggy. Again, common complaint, cold. Don't seem to be able to shake them. But I'm trying my best, you know, a lot of hot brews in me. As far as news goes, there doesn't seem to be a lot of news on the Warmer community page. I think everyone's really holding their breath for the Gene Steel Cult Codex. And I am. Fingers crossed, guys. I'll be listening to your comments and your feedback. If I have a game with my friends this weekend, I want to try and film it, but bear in mind it will be on my phone. So I want to do it, but I don't want to give you guys a poor quality video. It's something I might have to just think about. I really want to do an unboxing with limited edition Gene Steel Cult Codex. But that's all videos for this weekend. I've rambled on enough. Thanks for listening, guys. I will catch you all next time. See you later.